I'm excited to be welcome on one of the top rising prospects and Joshua Jefferson. What's going on, bro?
What's up? How are you?
Pretty good, man. Well, it's been about a year since you last came on, and you've been bringing some offers in recently. The newest one is the hometown team UNLV, though. Let's touch up on that one. What did it like? What was it like getting that call and finding out they offered you?
It means a lot getting an offer from a hometown team because who wouldn't want to play and stay here? But still looking at all options, and they've been really good to me, calling me almost every day, texting me, keeping in contact with me.
And Coach TJ is a great coach. He's revamped this entire program now with a whole lot of guys that are either from Nevada, grew up here, or have been here for 2 years now. What's it like just seeing that much guys that you kind of have seen around in Nevada there?
It's great. Coach TJ is a great coach, great person. I also easy to connect to and like have a good conversation with him without basketball included.
And for you personally, what would it be like possibly staying home and kind of being the hometown kid?
It would be a great impact because I'll have like a lot of fans here that already know me from playing high school, and then playing for UNLV. Always we bring like a lot of marketing stuff, and like since we can start getting paid soon, it'll be like really cool.
No doubt. And for you personally now, you're going to have a little bit of time to start making your decisions, start cutting down lists and all that. What are some of the stuff you're really looking for in a college?
Place where I feel like I'm at home, and I'm not like somewhere I'm not comfortable or where I'm not supposed to be, and make sure I'm trying to might stay on the West Coast so I come around family in case I want to come down, drive to me, or easy flight.
And another offer you have right now is Texas A&M, another great program. That was like one of your first, that was pretty much your first offer and your biggest offer you had at first. What was that offer like, and what was take us to that day of getting that first offer?
It was crazy because I met the coach on a train station because we were going down to Alabama, so we were on like a little shuttle thing, and then he's like, "How old am I?" And like we were just having a conversation, and he said, he'd "Come catch one of my games," and then he did, and he liked what he saw, so then he offered me like a day after the tournament was over.
So he didn't really know you until the train meeting?
No, sir.
That's awesome. And I mean, you kind of now got some time to kind of build a relationship like with them. What's it been like? Just what's the overall program? What do you like about it?
I really appreciate their head coach because like he's a very player driven coach, and like
Mhm.
he's very like emotional for his players, and he cares about them a lot. And I see that from the way he coaches and stuff.
Without a doubt. And you now have been able to pull in some more and more interest I can imagine as well. What's some of the schools you're hearing have some interest in you?
I've been hearing from Stanford, Arizona State, Pepperdine, Yale, Colorado, and a few other schools. Just can't remember off the top of my head right now.
And a few of those schools are big ones, the big Pac-12 schools. That's a conference kind of on the rise, especially something like what Arizona State just brought in, a guy like Jake Up, Marcus Bagley, and so on. What would it be like to be a part of the Pac-12 potentially?
It'd be great because, like, as again, it's on the West Coast where I think I would feel comfortable, and yeah.
Couldn't agree more. And I mean, when you talk about just talking to these coaches, which one of those schools do you think might be the school to offer you the soonest?
It might be Santa Clara because I just had a Zoom meeting with them yesterday, and I really appreciate what they were telling me and stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome. And these schools are kind of ranging from mid majors, high majors. Is whatever kind of level label they kind of have, does that have any kind of impact on you?
No, sir. I look at all of them equally, and as you can see, a bunch of players are getting to the NBA from like low schools, high schools. So it really doesn't matter nowadays. Just as long as you can play, you'll get to where you want to be.
I couldn't agree more. And that's something I think some guys are starting to really realize. I think John Morant really was the turning point in that. And you notice that guys kind of can make it from wherever. What kind of attraction would that be to possibly be a guy that goes to a school that maybe doesn't produce a lot of NBA players, but you can become the next, or maybe even the first NBA player?
Um, it would mean a lot because knowing I can change the focus around the school, then maybe some more kids will come play with me if I go to like a lower school, whatever school I go to. And it would be nice knowing if I'm going to a lower school, but I'm still getting to the league.
Without a doubt. And that's going to be your ultimate goal, making the NBA. And for that to happen, you have to go to the right situation, obviously. What would you say is the right situation? Kind of take us through what you're looking for in that situation-wise in a college.
Looking for a coach that will coach me, and we can be cool off the court, but he'll still get on me for when things I'm messing up on, and I'm still improving on my game also.
Without a doubt, man. And, I mean, you are part of the 22 class. What's it like kind of getting it here now, looking at you're going to head in your upperclassmen years? What do you want to kind of achieve in the next couple of years?
It's really nice because, like, my class is very loaded. We have a lot of high-level prospects in my class. And to compete is very good competition in it, too.
You're in Nevada right now playing basketball, and they're really on the rise. You play with one of the top guys in that 2020 class with Julian. You see a guy like Jaden Hardy. You see a guy like Jackson Cole. The list goes on. What's it like seeing the way Nevada basketball is rising up right now?
We have a lot of special talent from like 2024 and coming up. Playing with Juju this past season was really fun because, like, he's a very gifted offensive scorer and a good friend to be with. So it was really nice being with him.
He's a guy a lot of guys regard, including myself, as one of the most underrated players. How special was it playing with him?
It was very special because knowing that he could be in the NBA and then just sharing the court with somebody that gifted is really nice.
He did have multiple games of having exceptional games. One was the hoop ball record out when you guys came to Arizona. When you have a guy that can get hot like that and drop a 50-point game, what's it like just playing with a guy that hot?
It's very special because whenever he's not on, you always have me to fall back on. And then, like, some games they double him, so I'll be open. Some games they'll double me, and then he'll have a breakout game like he did. So, yeah, it was a good, like, two-man game going on all year.
And he's now heading out to college. Going to be at Gonzaga doing his thing. What do you expect for him to be able to get done this upcoming season?
I expect him to be a very good role, someone that can shoot, handle the ball, and do everything for them because I know that they already have two guards, but he could be the turning point for him if they want to make a deep run in the March Madness.
With him moving on now, it's pretty much going to be your team. You're the big-time guy now, the team, the go-to option. How do you kind of plan to embrace that new role?
Being more of a leader, speaking up more for when things are getting low, bring everybody together, and just being a main scorer for our team.
You look at some of the top teams in Nevada. Coronado's loading up out there. Gorman's going to be what they do every year. How do you kind of plan to compete against some of those teams, and what do you look forward to possibly playing them at some point?
For us to beat them, we would have to play great defense, be disciplined, and just contain Jaden Hardy and Frankie, and then Gorman. Just can't let them, like, make long runs because that's what they like to do is make runs and get hype and make you play faster than what they're making you do.
You personally now, you see kind of the move a lot of guys like transferring to go to big schools that might be a national level team or prep school or something. Is that something you've looked into or considered?
No, I appreciate the people that stay hometown and just stay where you're at and compete with what you got. I'm not really on that prep school and stuff. And training every season.
And so with Julian moving on, we already talked about you're going to become the new face of the team, new star kind of guy. Who do you kind of also expect to now step up and be other surrounding great pieces on your team?
My two guards, Lorenzo Abelar and Kobe Strawther. And we also have a freshman coming up. He's like the top point guard in the country, named DJ Thomas, so he should help a lot too.
That's big.
And our big man, he's like Aaron Price. He's a high flyer. So, yeah.
Without a doubt. And you kind of got back on the court to a degree a little bit. You went on playing that Pangos tournament. What was that Pangos camp like and that game like?
It was very fun being around a whole bunch of talented players. But I knew that none of them could really stop me, so I just took advantage of it. Just did pretty well at the showcase.
And you're someone that I still don't see how the rankings aren't picking up on you yet. You have the high major offers. You go against some of the top guys and you do your thing. What do you personally think it is that recruiting sites and just different people like that are looking and waiting to see from you so they can start putting you amongst the top other players?
I think they're waiting to see when I start becoming more explosive. So that's what I've been working on, to be more explosive and just being able to jump with the other high flyers.
For you in that Pangos camp, you had one big time moment coming off a massive game already. You hit the buzzer beating game winner. What was that moment like?
When I came down, when I knew if the ball came my way, I was going to shoot it regardless if I was open or not. So then it was a loose ball. The player threw it to me. I took a jab step and just pulled up from volleyball line.
And just to be on the court again, how did that feel?
It was very, very good getting some of the publicity that came my way after the game, and then hitting it in one of my friends' face too. That was pretty cool. My life.
You guys get any trash talk after that?
Yeah, he said he could have blocked it, but he couldn't block it.
And sometimes going into this next season now would have been kind of your breakout summer because of AAU ball. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen because of coronavirus happening. But if there was an AAU season, where would you want to go out to improve?
Go out there and prove that I can be a top player in the country and that I could really do everything on the court, and nobody would have been able to stop it this summer.
And I believe you're going to run with Dream Vision again. Why you choose them again?
I like the culture that they brought, and then when you hear somebody that plays with Dream Vision, they're already going to know that you can play and that coaches are going to come see you play. And I appreciate them for that.
Couldn't agree more, man. And so now you have 2 years remaining of high school basketball. What would you say would be the dream way of ending it? What do you want to accomplish and get done in the next 2 years that you'd say would be a successful and kind of the dream way you want to end a high school career?
The dream, I would want to win state. I think that's what everybody wants to do on their last few years, and just leave a mark at my school.
Without doubt, man. A couple more things before I let you go. One is, I know you're also a believer. Talk about your faith and how God's helped get you to the point you're at today.
Man, God's helped me out a lot and through tough times whenever I've had injuries, and He's helped me heal faster than what I'm supposed to be healing at. And even though this coronavirus is going on, still try to watch church online and just praise Him whenever I can.
Without doubt, man. As you get more and more publicity, you get more and more high school attention, you get the college attention, you go to the pros. How do you kind of plan to be able to keep spreading His word?
Whenever use my platform and just be open to people praising Him and trying to bring more people over to Christianity, because He can help you out in many ways that you don't know, help you out in tough times when you don't think you need Him. So, yeah.
Amen, man. And my final thing before I let you go, man, is I know you want to build a legacy for yourself with what you achieve on the court as well as off the court and then in the community. By the time you walk from the game someday, what do you want that legacy to be?
That I left a mark on the game, that I was one of the bigs that could do everything, that bigs aren't supposed to just sit in the paint, sit on a block, catch rebounds from the floor, that they could be versatile also and not put restrictions on big men.
Without a doubt, man. Well, I'm definitely excited to see what God got next for you, man. Keep doing your thing, and I appreciate you taking time to come on, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Of course, man. You know you're always welcome on, man. God bless.
God bless.